Nengaido tera Kisumu, Kisumu ber Kisumu, itera biane Kisumu. Omena mit Kisumu, itera biane Kisumu, mbuta mit Kisumu, itera biane Kisumu. Omena mit Kisumu, itera biane Kisumu. Mbuta mit Kisumu, itera biane Kisumu. Oh my goodness, Wagwan, Hamjambo, habari gani, how are you? This is Pamela's World Kenya channel. You know, we had a good time in Nyabuhanse, especially me. Yesterday we were in Nyabuhanse, but you know the mood is still on. So we are back now here on our seat. We have to remember where we were yesterday. Thinking that I can also sing. As you all know, I'm not a good singer, but I can shake a leggy, shake a leggy, shake a leggy, shake a leggy. Thank you, my people, for always coming back. Thank you so much for the love and the support. I really appreciate you. I'm humble, I'm grateful, I'm thankful at the same time. Thank you for choosing Pamela's World Kenya channel to be your #1 channel. God bless you all. And to my new viewers, thank you so much for choosing this channel. My returning viewers, my returning subscribers, the keyboard reactors, my moderators, all the team, welcome. Like the video, like the video. As you watch, like the video, because that does a lot to the video. If you just watch and don't like, then algorithm would push my videos. That's why you find like most of you are just watching and you're not liking. So my videos don't get recommended to many people. So my humble request, anytime I post my videos, please like the video and always share my videos, tell a friend to tell a friend, and subscribe if you have. Guys, I just want us to check finding Ian, because after he was shown the door, Mura Senso called him again because Mura Senso needed him. I said in one of my videos that as much as you need Ian, Ian also needs you. You love using finding Ian, and Ian also gets free things from you, Mura Senso. People who goes to the villa always pays, but finding Ian just stays there for free and making videos and helping you in doing ABCD. So it is a win-win situation. But now, after finding Ian told us that people want me to talk, I don't know what they want me to say. I'm positive. I want to stay positive. But later on, after he was called in Mura Senso's home, because Mura Senso wanted him to arrange the chairs, the tables, and the champagne for these visitors, he started talking now. Things which he would have talked about when he was at his home, because I expected him to go where he comes from and narrate the things which now he's trying to tell people now. But looking at it, you wonder why he's talking like this, and yet he's in Mura Senso's place. Whom are you referring to? Are you referring to your new friend, Githriva? Because according to finding Ian is saying that if you are in a relationship with your friend, and the friend expects you to be apologizing all the time, then you are in a wrong place. With him, he cannot do that. He's one person who does not apologize. So I expected him, all these things now, which he's talking about, he would have talked about these things while he's at his home, not at Mura Senso's home. But I see him like someone who is coward. You cannot say all these things, and yet you are here. You should not be cry. You should not be crying all the time. I just want us to check the receipts. They don't add up to me, because I see someone who is coward. Why talk about all these things? You are not walking the talk. You are not walking the talk, because without Mura Senso, you feel like now you are empty.
Let me tell you one thing. As a man, when you are trying to grow, or when you are trying to build yourself, you should always be open to anything, okay? You should always be open to anything. Always be open to anything.
So according to finding Ian, he's saying if you are a man and you are trying to grow, you should be open to anything, which people do, but not open to insults, not open to humiliation. You can't tell people that people should just be open to anything. To growth, yes. Uh, to growth, yes, and other challenges, but you cannot expect people to be humiliated like you were humiliated. Now you are open to anything, even take insult, because you just want to grow. Okay, that is you, but not many people can take what you people are doing. Not many people can be you. Okay, these are just motivational speeches which he's trying to give out there.
Always show up. Even on your worst days of your life, just show up, okay? That's how you grow as a man. And you
Growth does not come from Mura Sensor only. But you telling people that always show up. You show up when Mura Sensor calls you. Always show up when Mura Sensor calls you because you want to grow. You see Mura Sensor as the only savior of your channels or your lives. Without him, you cannot survive. So when he calls you, and as a man who want to grow, you have to show up. Despite what you are going through, or in your worst situation, you just have to show up. Assume now you are in your home. Would you show up? I know you would have shown up, but you and Mura Sensor knows yourself better, because that is the reason why you didn't go. You didn't go to your home. You are still hanging around there. You are waiting for that call so that you can show up. Just say, as me, I like showing up. I don't care whether I'm humiliated or what. This is where I belong. It doesn't matter whether I have my home, whether I have a beautiful house. I will hang around here and be close to Mura Sensor. That is the message out there. But you cannot just say you have to show up if you are a man who is trying to grow. Even if you are humiliated, like what? You just show up. That shows your weaknesses. If you want to grow, you should be strong enough to face challenges. By facing challenges, it's knowing good and bad, and not allowing someone to step on you like Mura Sensor is doing. That way I can say, yes, this time round, this man made a bold step. By you telling Mura Sensor, no, you cannot sit on your live stream today, humiliate me like that publicly, then now you are calling me to come as if you didn't know you are going to have visitors. Mura Sensor knew he was going to have these visitors, but still did that anyway. He did that, not that you took something from him. No. Reasons known to him. Reasons known to him. He did that because looking at it, I don't think that phone would have made Mura Sensor to kick you out, because it is not you who bought that phone. And there's no way out you could have been convinced Githriba not to buy that phone. He's a grown-up man. He decides on his own. He has his home. But because Mura Sensor just wanted you out, he's been complaining about you just sleeping and eating and doing nothing.
to deal with emotions, you know. You don't have time to deal with emotions.
If you want to have those emotions, you'll get them. What makes you think that you are different from the other people who have been with Mura Sensor? Because this is what this boy thought. He thought he was different. He thought Mura Sensor could not sit on his live stream and talk about him. These are the things which were lingering in his head. He thought he was superior. He was different. Oh, I'm making podcasts for Mura Sensor. I'm doing ABCD. Even the likes of Gintu were there. Gintu was really working hard on that fish pond, which I know you cannot even step in there. You cannot. But still, the likes of Mogesi. Mogesi was even dancing with the Mura Sensor doesn't know anybody. But you make him behave like he is, because he humiliates you today. He throws you out of his house today. Tomorrow he calls you, come. Now you have a place in my villa. Who does that? And then you come here, walk around with your GoPro. The other day you told us that people want you to talk, but you have nothing to tell people. So why are you talking now? You should go silent. These motivation speeches, keep them for yourself. No one wants to hear them, especially from someone like you, who don't know his stand, who cannot be himself. A man has to go on someone else's home to feel okay. You have your home, but still roaming in your Bohanse. The reason why you could not go home, you are waiting for this call for Mura Sensor to call you.
I want to check if everything here is okay. Studio is well arranged and everything is fine. So I was telling you guys, As a man, you should always be open to it. And you don't have time to deal with emotions and being a cry guy, okay? And you should always be bold to handle anything that happens, okay? Yeah,
So here is telling people that as a man, you don't need to cry. You don't need to have emotions. You don't mix things with your emotions. When you are fired, you should be ready for anything. Is Mura Senso your employer? All these things which now you are telling people, is Mura Senso your employer? What Mura Senso did to you? What Mura Senso have been doing to other people? Okay, now this time he called you back because he needed you. He needed you, and that's why he called you back. And he knew, Mura Senso knows all his supporters. He knows your weaknesses. You don't have a voice when Mura Senso speaks. Because he's your God, he's your small God, he's your boss. All these things which now you are talking about, are you referring to other people or you are referring to yourself? Because I see you as someone who is very weak. You cannot survive, you cannot function without Mura Senso. And this makes Mura Senso to feel like I own these people. I can sack them today, tomorrow I call them, they will come back. You've shown the world how weak you are, how you cannot function without Mura Senso. Stand on your own if you want to talk to people. Then people will listen to you. But you, who was sacked the other day, who was humiliated the other day, you are motivating people out here. Motivate yourself. I think that will help you. Keep on motivating yourself because you need it more than any other person out here.
and like I told you, always show up, even on your worst days of life, okay?
What do you mean by like you need to show up even when you are in your worst days of your life? Are you employed by Mura Senso? Because people show up at their workplaces. Yes, of course, people show up at their businesses. They do that. So which means you are employed by Mura Senso. Mura Senso is your employer. That's why you have to show up. Even in your worst moments of your life, you have to show up when Mura Senso, your employer, calls you. You have to show up. You who has a very beautiful home, you who has ideas in his mind, all these ideas which you have, you are inventing them to Mura Senso. And you cannot use that opportunity to grow yourself outside Mura Senso's villa. You cannot do that. You have to be there. You have to be humiliated. And you have to come out and start now lecturing people, giving people speeches. You need those speeches yourself. You need them. You keep on praising Mura Senso. You will be the topic of Mura Senso. Since that day, don't think when he calls you now pretending that you have a place in his villa. Why would you have a place in his villa and yet you have your home? Is he YouTube? Is he YouTube, if I may ask you? It's not YouTube, but you're making him to look like he owns you people. Mura Senso, use them and dump them as you wish.
I've always told you, it's good to remain positive all the time. Positive and bold. Positive and bold.
What is positivity, if I may ask you? What is it that you are doing positive? Because I see like you are now negative. Your mind is not with you. Your body is willing to serve Mura Senso, but the mind speaks different words. Because if Mura Senso can listen to what you are saying, all these things you are talking about, he will fire you immediately because it's just him you are talking about. Because you are talking about the things which happened, which shows that you are very hurt. If you are very hurt, why did you allow Mura Senso to call you back? Because I see like you just went there for the sake of going to see the likes of Lin Ngugi. You want to see how they are doing their podcast. That is what took you to Mura Senso. But you just went, Swahili says, Shingo Upande. Because if you are positive, as you are saying, you would not be talking about these things which you are talking about. You would not even be referring to how you feel. You would not even be talking about how you should show up even in your worst moments if you are positive. But I see like you are here but not liking to be where you are. Then if you feel that way, who is forcing you to be at Mura Senso's place? You still want to pretend that you are positive, but yet you are negative. You are not even reporting the things which are happening there, because I expected you just to report about the things which are happening there, not the things which has happened, or how you feel about the scenario, how Mura Senso treated you. Are you positive when you are talking about this thing, looking at it? I see a negative person who is now still leaning on positivity, according to how they call themselves, pretending to be positive, yet he feels bad how he was treated.
Guys, actually the reason as to why I chose the cooking niche to divert into is actually because it's not repetitive. It always has room for creativity, and you'll always find something new to do as an activity when it comes to cooking. So I'm really looking forward to divert into that 100%.
I see like everybody now want to do cooking videos, and people think that cooking videos are easy, like finding Ian, looking at him. For how long are you going to do this cooking? Do you have a passion in cooking? Not just because you can fry eggs and skuma wiki, that is cooking. People want to see different type of cooking and different techniques. Do you have them? Because also needs a lot of money and needs a lot of your input, not just filming, your input as the owner of the channel. Are you going to be the cameraman as you did in your last video, or you are going to do it? Because if this is your channel and you want to do it 100%, because you've seen how cooking videos make money or bring views, now you want to resort in cooking videos fully, yet you want to have podcasts, like two of them, which is which, finding Ian, because I feel like you are too ambitious. It's not bad to be ambitious, but you should have a limit, not just wanting this, wanting that, because I think this ones you've learned it from Mura Senso. Whatever Mura Senso does, Mura Senso want this, want that, so you want also to do all this. This is what I'm saying here, because like what you're having is not enough for you. Okay, I know it can never be enough, but if this one is making you tired, make you go to Mura Senso every day, make you lean on Mura Senso every day, then now you have the cooking video, which now will need your attention there all the time, and you'll spend money on these cooking videos. It's not a must that you're going to get many views. Maybe for the start you can get. I know people love cooking videos, but how are you cooking? How are you doing your cooking? The skills which you have will make you have many views, but I'm not ruling you out. I'm just wondering how you want these things to work for you. All of them, you want this, you want podcasts, like two of them, you want cooking channels, like two of them, and then you're going to maintain this one which you have. Maybe maybe you prepared yourself, maybe it's just because you envy a lot or you talk a lot. There are people who just do things by talking, and there are people who put them into practice.
If you're in a friendship that you always have to keep apologizing, bro, you are on the wrong track of life. If you have a friendship with someone and you both of you can't understand each other, then it's better for that friendship to end. Bro.
Finding Ian is now on top of Mura Senso's roof and talking about if you are in a friendship where you need to apologize every time to your friend, know that you are in a bad place. You are not in the right place. And I see him on top of that roof. What are you doing there after being humiliated? Are you talking about Githiriba? Because I heard Githiriba, is it Githiriba or Githiriba? The names of Nyabohanse. When D was talking to Githiriba, he started by apologizing. What were you apologizing for? Because you were bought for a phone or what? Are you referring to Githiriba or you are referring to yourself? Who are these friends who are apologizing all the time if it is not you and the rest of the Iammarwa? Whom are you referring to? Whom have you seen apologizing? Because you are talking from experience. You're not just talking. It is something which you've seen going on. Whether it is you who is doing it or a friend, Githiriba, whom you went with in Mwanza. Now, Ian is saying when you are in a relationship where you keep on apologizing, know that you are in a wrong place. Of course, yes. Of course, yes. You cannot apologize now, unless maybe you don't know what you are doing. You keep on repeating the mistakes, or you want to please the other person. That is what you mean, and that is very true. Very true. If you are doing it, stop it. I didn't expect you to be on that rooftop. The other day you said you have nothing to say. People want you to talk, but you don't have anything to say. Why are you talking now? What has made you to be bold enough to talk, and then you are talking on Mura Sensor's rooftop? All these things you are talking about, you would have been talking while you are in your rooftop, at your home. Then people would take you seriously. But at Mura Sensor's place, and talking in parables, trying to talk about other people, or you are talking about yourself, it doesn't make sense to me.
Me, I'm one person who doesn't keep on apologizing on very petty issues. If me and you can't understand each other, bro, that friendship better end. And it takes so little as a man. It takes so little to motivate a man to keep pushing. And someone...
With him, he cannot apologize on petty issues all the time. Like how Mura Sensor asked him to come out and tell people how much they bought the phone. That was petty to him. So the fact that he didn't respond to Mura Sensor, now he feels like now he's big. You'd be big if all these things you are talking about, you'll be at your home. But madam, now you are here, back here. There's no difference with someone who is apologizing, and you who was just given a phone call and yet you came running. There's no difference. You're talking about yourself.
I've always stayed positive. Okay? I've always stayed positive. As a young man who is trying to grow and to push himself in life, there always has to be a win. Every day. Me, I tell people outside there in the world, every day there has to be a win you have in life. Every day has to be a winning day. No matter how small the win is. Okay? And
I wish you were walking the talk. If you know all these things, why are you not winning at your home? If you know each day there is a win, why are you not doing or walk the talk where you come from? Can you only win at Mura Sensor's place? Can you only win when you are at Mura Sensor's place? Why can't you go and win where you come from? If you know all these things and you are giving people good advice, why can't you advise yourself? Why can't you take these things which you are telling people so that it can help you as well? Because I see like you're just preaching to people while you're not walking the talk. I expected you. The things which you are saying, the motivation which you are giving people out there is very good. But I expected you, the man who's talking about them, to be doing them. You should be at your home. Then when you are talking like this, people will say, yes, this one made a good move because you can win anywhere. You don't need to be in Nyabohase to win. You don't need to lean on Mura Sensor to win. Because each day, however small the win is, it is a win. But someone talking on another man's rooftop, that person who humiliated him and chased him away, then can stand there and say, me, I cannot apologize. Me, I'm different. No. You are the worst. He's controlling you. You are the one who is now in prison, I'm telling you.
Growing up, it doesn't have to be that every day you have a yes and a yes in your life. That everything you're told, you just say yes. Sometimes you just have to say no. And your no has to be solid, okay? So my point is, as a man, as a young man who is trying to grow, all men out there, all young men out there, there always has to be a win in your life. No matter how small the win is, you either win or lose, my friend.
All this speech is meant for Mura Sensor. You don't need to say yes all the time. The fact that the other day he refused to respond, so he feels now he has become now someone big. But if it would have remained like that, not coming to Mura Sensor after Mura Sensor calling you, then you talk like this. But it didn't even take a day. You are now on his rooftop, talking like this. You are not a yes person. You are the worst yes person, because When he called you, you just said, yes, I'm coming. This is the time you would have said no. After humiliating me like that, I need to think. I need to think. I need to know myself if I need to come or not come, but not just go immediately. So what are you saying? You are a yes person. Don't lie to people. These speeches which now you are now trying to be motivational speaker, I don't know why. These books which you people read a lot, when you are laying on your bed, you read these books, now you are coming out to use them as content, trying to fool people around while the things which you are doing are quite different. What are you doing there at that rooftop? Talking about moral sense or indirect, talking about Githiriba, because all these things is Githiriba and the other friends which you've seen, moral sense of humiliating like you. You are referring to the things which you've seen happening in the villa, things which Mura Senso has done in your life, because you see like Mura Senso has won it, Mura Senso has it all. So that's why you're saying a win is a win, because even yours, that small of yours is also a win, because there's someone there who has won it. Because Mura Senso talked about these people who just want to be like me, and that's why this one is saying a win is a win. And you are on top of his roof. Are you positive? Looking at things, do you think you are positive up there? Do you think you are positive? You are called to come and arrange tables, not to talk about moral sensor. What made you go up there, roam around and start talking about your boss, and yet you are positive? If you are positive, all these things you are talking about would not have arisen.
I'll finish watching the production and then I'll go over and resume my cooking series.
It's trying to tell people, don't just see me here. I have other things which I'm going to do after this. I didn't come to stay here with Mura Sensor. I just came to arrange the tables for him. I just came to give him a hand. I'm going back to do my cooking vlog series. That is what he's trying to show people, because now he has talked about himself, how strong he is, how he wants to do his things.
One thing about me, I don't disappoint. Those who've watched me for the longest, those who've watched me for the longest since I started my channel, I'm not a guy who disappoints. Me, I can only disappoint you by being the best version of myself, 100%, because it won't cost me a dime to become the best version of myself. That is one thing you have to understand.
So your boss don't see you that way. Mura sees you as a disappointment, because according to him, you have achieved, you have a house, and you can take Githiriba. According to Mura Senso, that is not me, Mura Senso, because now you are telling people you are one guy who can never disappoint anyone. But your boss sees it differently. You disappointed him, not once. First, you always disappoint him. You don't do anything unless you are told. That is someone who disappoints. You cannot think for yourself. You have to be told, wipe here, do this, do that. But very fast, when food is ready, according to your boss, you have to be pushed. Someone who is being pushed, that is someone who can disappoint you. Or that is someone who disappoints. You took your brother, Githiriva, to Mwanza, according to your boss. Instead of advising him, you made him buy a phone worth over 200,000 Kenya shillings, and he has a construction going on. The owner of the phone, who is Githiriva, came apologizing. I'm sorry guys. No, this phone, it was not money I was sent. I was just told to go and take the phone and check which one you want. Sorry guys. Yes guys, that is what happened. But to Mura, you are a disappointment, and that's why he showed you the door. And to Mura Senso, you disappointed him on his live stream. He called you, you didn't appear. You refused to obey your master. Are you not a disappointment? What do you think disappointments are? If Mura Senso didn't have visitors, by now you'd not be there at the villa. But because he had no option, he had no choice but to call you, because he doesn't trust anybody with this arrangement of the tables, things which he can even do by himself. But he doesn't trust anybody. He trusts you. So you cannot say you cannot disappoint. You disappointed your friend. You cannot disappoint your subscribers, yes, because they are far. But to your boss, you did disappoint. And he sees you like someone who disrespected him. You never came and told him how much you bought the phone. Is that not a disappointment? What do you call that?
Guys, running 2 channels is so hectic. Imagine doing productions for 2 channels. But first I want to see how Lynn does her production. Then I'll be able to learn and acquire skills that will help me in life. Because you see, if I want to run a cooking channel, a vlog channel, or 2 cooking channels, and maybe a podcast show, because I think I'll also start a podcast channel. Like, I think I'll end up having 3 channels. Yeah. See what?
Just want to do things like Mura said so. He want this, he want this. You want to have like 3 channels or 4 channels. And he's saying running 2 channels is not easy. But still want like 3, 4. Looking at him, he want to have 2 cooking channels. How are you going to do that? Anyway, that is your program. I don't need to say anything, but it is not easy as you think. It is not my problem, it is your problem. So how you are going to do it is your problem. Already you started to complain, and yet it is only 1 video which I saw there, cooking video, and you started to complain, and you want to add like another and another. It's like you are just going to be the cameraman, the camera person. You are not going to be physical. You are not the one who's going to cook. People want to see you cooking. People want to see you putting skills there, not to be camera person. No, these people who are doing cooking videos, they do it themselves. They do it. If it is not that, then I don't know how it is your cooking channel. I don't know. Maybe I get it differently. I expect you to be the one. If it is dao, it is you to make the dao. If it is sukuma wiki, it is you to cut the sukuma wiki. And we see your skills, how you cook. Not just be a camera person. Then that is not your cooking channel.
Wisdom is very, very important in life, because it really, really takes you to be on your own level. Okay? It takes you to be on your own level. You know? And in this life, you have to understand that people will hate you no matter how good you are, how bad you are, whether you are the guy that cracks jokes, whether you are the guy that makes people sad, whether you are the music player, whether you are the banger, whether you are the go-to guy, people will still hate you, whether you are a happy guy, a loner, or anything. Okay?
And if you know that, and that is human, why bother? Why bother? Because we all know that. Then you should not be calling other people positive and other people negative. If you know people hate you, whether you are positive, whether you are negative, whether you laugh, whether you cry, people will still hate you. So I don't see where positivity comes in and negativity comes in. You people who are on this camp, which I know there's no camp anymore. The camp was dissolved long time. There's no camp there. There's no Iammarwa. There's no Iammarwa. There's nothing. People should just be on their own. These advices which you are giving out here, advise yourself and do the right thing. Man, like you are. Someone has said no. Someone keeps on talking about you, how your work is just weird. As you are saying, to be wise is good. Yes, very good. Someone who is wise can see things differently. If you are seeing things differently, you should know by now that I'm not wanted in this home. This man is using me. What should I do? Let me go to my home and put these things into practice, things which I've learned from him and from other people. Instead of being here, making speeches, going around, let me do things differently this time. But you, hanging around just to be humiliated and then giving people speeches, speak to yourself.
Always have to know there's always someone somewhere who has a script waiting for your downfall. And all you have to do when you're in such an environment is to salute yourself. And you don't have to keep explaining yourself, okay? Life is not that complicated for you to keep on explaining yourself, okay? You keep explaining yourself while you can be free to do what you want to do, because no one is above you. Okay?
All these things which finding Ian is trying to say now, this man has had enough. He has had enough. So he gotten the opportunity to say all he felt, all he has been feeling, and seeing other people suffering like he has been suffering in the hand of this man. Now he's talking about being free. Are you free? If you are free, you would not be in that compound. We want to see you free out there. You are still in a cage, and that's why you have to explain yourself. It's like he's talking about Githriva, and other people. Are you explaining yourself every day to your master? Because according to what he's trying to say, you don't need to explain yourself. You are free. You don't need to. And I see him not free. If you are free, you would not be there. If you are free, you would not be talking like that. If you are positive, you will not be talking like that. You will be talking about how Gilberto and the rest are making the bridge. That is what you would be documenting. But you are talking from what is inside you. That is how you feel. People are oppressed. That is how you feel. All these things which we've been talking about, finding Ian is now talking about them because he has been there. He has seen how people explain themselves. He has seen how people apologize. He has seen how he's been apologizing himself. He's wondering, you can be free. Why do all this? Even you, start by yourself. Be free. Go out there. But now, you are saying you are free and the gates are closed. For you to leave, you have to tell someone to open for you the gate. You are not free. This is where you get the strength. This is where you get your food. This is where you get your shout out. Without this place, the way you believe, you are nothing. So, what are you saying now?
You are free to do what you want. It's lunchtime. And my
people, you should not be going to where people are cooking. You should not be going to the kitchen. And yet you are saying you are free. But you can still go to the kitchen and open pots. Are you free? Mura Senso, keep on talking about them because they love your food, as you always say. Mura Senso always say these people, the workers, all these people who are surrounding Mura Senso, when they leave Mura Senso or Mura Senso kicks them out, they miss Mura Senso's food because at Mura Senso's place, there's good food, balanced diet, beans and rice. Like now, look at this boy opening the pots, and yet he's singing, "I'm free." You don't need to apologize. You don't need to explain yourself. You have to explain yourself because that pot you are opening, is it your food? You have to explain yourself. If you are strong enough, you would not be there. You would not be opening pots.
You don't have to keep on explaining yourself because why would you explain yourself to someone? And also one thing I also realized about life.
Muraseso called you to come and explain. So the fact that you didn't come on his live stream to explain, now you feel like now you've achieved it. Just one time like this. But when he called you, you went running. And that's why you are there shooting the video, opening pots like that. So what makes you to be different? What is making you to feel like you are strong? You are the weakest of all. Weakest of all, according to me. You people, you have your different opinion. How I see this boy is just someone who is just preaching. Preaching water and drinking wine. Like the video, my people. Like the video, because when I watched this boy, I could not understand it. This is someone who came out and told us that I have nothing to say. He had a lot in his mind. He has kept a lot. He has kept a lot ever since he started being Mura Senso's friend. He didn't expect Mura Senso to show him the way. He didn't expect Mura Senso to talk about him. He didn't expect Mura Senso to chase him away. He's the head of the foot soldiers of Mura Senso. So he didn't expect Mura Senso to talk about him on live stream. And all this time he has seen what Mura Senso have been doing to the rest. So what made him be confident as such, I didn't know. And that's why now he's pouring out everything. How he has seen Mura Senso behaving, how he has seen people apologizing, explaining themselves. Now he's talking about that. All that, and yet he said he has nothing to say, is team positive. So what is happening now?
Especially as a man and as a young man who is trying to grow. A growing man should never lie. A growing man should never lie. The work of a growing man is to tell the truth, no matter how bitter the truth is. The truth could be bitter, it could be painful, it could make people scratch their heads, it could make people feel like all they want to do is to sink in ice and make their body freeze. But
as a growing man, with that your honesty, why didn't you come on live stream and tell Mura sense of how much you bought the phone and where Githriba got the money? Because according to Mura sense of, it was a deal which they made with the Githriba. But according to Githriba himself, the subscriber is the one who bought him the phone. It was not about the deal which they made. So it's like you are lying here. Why didn't you come and tell Mura Senso this? You should be honest. You would have been honest then. Even now, you are not even honest to yourself. If you are honest and a growing man and a wise man, wise people, they react wisely. By now, you would be at your home, knowing that as a young man, I want to grow myself, not leaning on people. Because every win is a win, however small or big it is a win. You will be winning in your home area, not at Mura Senso, not walking around Mura Senso's compound and trying to remove or to tell people the things which have been happening in that home. Because all these things which you are ranting, these are the things which you've seen happening in Mura Senso's compound. Now you are trying to tell people indirect, see what has been happening here. This is how people have been feeling here. Here people apologizing all the time. Here people explain themselves. Here people are not free. Because that is why you are saying, why apologize? Why explain yourself and yet you are free? No one is above you and yet you know Mura Senso is above you all. What are you talking about?
Of a growing man, to always speak the truth and be truthful, no matter how bad it is. I am in the journey of life, transcending to be someone who has value, because every day I turn it into a value creation day for myself.
You better be, don't just talk. You better be. If you want to have value, you have to respect yourself first. You shouldn't allow someone to humiliate you. You shouldn't leave your home to go and squat at other people's places. You should have confidence. You should say no. And you should say yes when it is necessary. But not just talking. As a growing man, you are saying you are wise. Be wise. Don't just be a yes person. Know what is good and what is right. Know when time is right to leave and time to stay. You overstayed your stay in Nyabohanse. It has been long overdue. The rest of the people whom you used to hang out with, are you seeing one of them in Nyabohanse or at Mura Senso's home? No. Everybody is doing their tingos. They were thrown out long time ago. It is only you who has been hanging around, bringing udaku, talking about other people. Now, it is time also for you to leave if you are wise enough. It doesn't matter, he called you this time, but do not use this opportunity to stay at Mura Senso. Doing so, all these things you are planning to do, you will not do them because Mura Senso will not allow you to do all these things. He will say like you are copying him. I heard him saying people don't respect him. People are just posting videos before him, like he feels like those people are negative now. They are haters. You see? Anything to him is a hater, is negative. He doesn't want people to post videos. Yet, he has so many things which he does. So as if now I've made my video. Okay, I'm working for you. I've made my video. How do I know you post your video at what time? Do you tell people this is my time of posting video? Don't post video at this time until I post. Sometimes they don't even watch you. They are using bundles to post their videos. How will they know you haven't posted your video? So you see like things which are happening in the villa and yet you are saying you are wise. If you are wise, you should not stick around to such energy. By now, you'd be at your home, beautiful house which you built. Who is taking care of your house while you are roaming around this time? Why did you build that a beautiful house? Just for birds?
Especially for a person like me, I don't think I'll ever, and nobody should ever, allow anything to waste their time. Never allow anything or anyone to waste your time, okay? Whether it's your job, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your friends or anything, okay?
You yourself, you've wasted a lot of your time at Mura Sensor. And you're still wasting your time as we speak. Now he's saying he will never let even a friend to waste his time. No. These books which you are reading, now he has become a motivational speaker. He's trying to say here, while he's the one who is undergoing all these things, not any other person, it is him. It is him whose time is being wasted here. Are you talking about Gith River? What is the difference between you and Gith River or any other person there? Because in looking at this, you see like Gith River is staying at his home, while you are staying at Mura Sensor. So he's wasting your time. Or you're wasting Mura Sensor's time. Who knows?
Okay, and you're never late. You're never late no matter how you are in anything. Whether you're trying a business, growing your career, you're never late, okay? And you see, one thing about having a positive mindset, especially as a young growing man, is that you can disappear. You can always renew yourself.
People can rule you out. Oh, this one is finished. Oh, this one can never make it in life. Oh, I've achieved more than he has achieved or she has achieved. Like we see all these things in Mura Sensor's family. Oh, show us what you built. Show us what you have. As we've done this, blah, blah, blah. But it is never late, just as you say. Even to you, it is never late. You can go home. Go home. Me, I'm just pleading with you. Go home. You have a beautiful house. Let these other YouTubers also come to your home. Show them around. Make vlogs. Do cooking videos where you come from. Not only Nyabohanse. Why Nyabohanse, if one can ask you? The fact that there are YouTubers there, why don't you go in a place where there is no competition? You just do your vlogs the way you want. You go to the market, do this, blah, blah, blah. And then these people know you already. You have your supporters. They will follow you wherever you are. For your supporters to stick with you, that shows wherever you go, they will go with you.
That I will never allow anything to disturb my peace, okay? I'll never allow anything to disturb my peace. Like, if I find anything that is trying to shake the waters of my peace, bro, I'm good at karate. I'll kick it off at a glance. I'll brush it off at a glance. So, it's good to be tough for life. It's good to face life the way it is. Okay, it's good to face life the way.
That is finding Ian. Preach a lot. Talked about the things which he's been going through. The things which have been happening in that camp. The things which he has seen his friends going through. Even himself. How he feels. But not putting them into practice himself. I hope from here, he will not stay at Mura Sensor. He will go out there and do all the things which he has said. So, after that, we can know that, Ian is tough. Ian is a fearless person. Ian is a wise man. Then other people can learn from the steps which you are going to take. But if you are going to be with Mura Sensor, after preaching all this, then you better keep them for yourself. Otherwise, like the video, my people. Thank you so much for your time. Like the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend about this beautiful channel. Share my videos and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much. See you again in my next video, God willing. Bye-bye.